I'm Emma.
And I'm Makenna. And welcome back to What's Happening MU. What's happening MU?
In this week's episode, we'll be going on a tour of campus
And reviewing all of our favorite places. Come on, let's go! Behind me, we have Saints Hall. This is where we live. This is my favorite place to sleep, cry, and live my life. I rate Saints Hall a 9 out of 10 because the walls are really thin so I can hear all the juicy gossip. Let's go to the next spot.
And this is the soccer field, where if you listened to our last episode, you would know that this ramp is where the famous Guy Fieri incident of 2021 happened. I was once chased on these soccer fields for a cookie, which was kind of a traumatic experience. So I'm going to rate the soccer fields a 7 out of 10.
And here we have the paw print room. I think this room used to be where esports practice because they have these wonderful gaming chairs. And I think I rate this room a 8 out of 10 because it's unique. It's in the bottom of MOUTON, if you didn't know. And that's all.
And here we have the podcast room. This is also in the bottom of MOUTON. This is where we recorded our last episode. You had to make public safety open it for you, which is not a good time. Also, it was like 4 million degrees, which was also not a good time. So I'm rating the room a 0 out of 10. This is a sign where we apparently won Esports Collegiate Nationals. Good for them. Go team.
This is the bottom of MOUTON. This is the residence hall that we don't live in, but we do have access to it. 10 out of 10. This is the Simon Athletic Center. This is where I practice multiple days a week at 5 in the morning. So I rate it a 0 out of 10 because I'm tired.
This building way off in the distance is Potter Hall, which is another residence dorm that we do not live in. It's way too far away and I will never walk there. Also, the inside gives me the creeps. 0 out of 10.
Let's take a walk through the DUC. Okay, follow me to walk through the rest of the DUC. To your right, you'll see Louis. Louis is not open, but it's really good. Better than Gander, I think. Let's keep going. Right, and again, to your right, you'll see the Go Saints sign where you can be the letter I. And again, to your right, you'll see the M store. The M store is where you can buy lots of goodies and Maryville gear. And now we are in the Center for Student Engagement, and this is where all the things happen. And that was all of the DUC. On to the library. I rate the DUC a 7 out of 10. There's just a lot going on in there, and I call it the Duck, and so I think that nickname gives it some bonus points, so.
Now we are outside of the library. This is where all of the studying happens, and there's a Starbucks. Let's go inside. This is Starbucks. I don't really come here, but I've heard it's a good way to use up your dining dollars. I don't do that much, so I'm going to rate it a 4 out of 10, but everybody else would probably rate it a 10 out of 10. This is the first floor of the library. We're also apparently doing ASMR now. I hate ASMR. This is the quiet section of the library, so I can't be very loud. And also, it's embarrassing. Okay, 6 out of 10. Disclaimer, I was wrong. That is not the quiet section of the library. The upstairs is, but I don't come to the library, so I wouldn't know. This section of the library is fun because we have all of these, what are these called? Study rooms? And then there's a quiet section. which is fun. And there are a lot of people here, and it's making me nervous. So I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. But now we are inside of the bookshelves for funsies. We're currently in the law section, which is super fun. You can learn all about health, law, and medical ethics. I don't know where this went. Anyways, this section of the library is super fun, but I don't really use books, so 4 out of 10.
I personally rate the quiet section of the library a 10 out of 10. It is the only place where I can lock myself in and get all my homework done. 10 out of 10.
Okay, everybody. Oh, this is upside down. Now we're here with Addie. Would you like to rate the library for us?
Out of what?
10.
I'd rate it like an 8. Because it's where we always hang out. But sometimes like people yell at us if we're like too loud. But yeah, it's a pretty good place.
I feel the need to be quiet in here. This is the art gallery section. I think they like change out the artwork pretty frequently, and there's usually a different theme. It's really cool. One time I sat in that room, which is currently closed off, and I listened to ghost stories from one of the greatest professors of all time, John Wickersham. And that's about it. This room's pretty cool though, and if you ever get a chance, you should come in here and take in the art. 10 out of 10. Now we're in the section with some pretty nice bathrooms and the wrestling dojo. I've never been inside, but I've seen inside, and it's a really big room and it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10, -3 because wrestling scares me. And behind me you'll see some beautiful artwork. I don't know who made it, but it's just chilling there. So follow me. Go down my favorite stairs on campus. I've never been down them before myself, but I really love them. Wow, so magical. 10 out of 10. So back here, you can't see it that well, but that's the design and visual arts studio, and I don't know what's in there. I've never been in there before. 6 out of 10? Alright, let's keep going. So this is the annex. The annex is a building. 5 out of 10. So behind me is the McNally House, and this is the religious hub of Maryville. And so I think I rated a 7 out of 10. I've been in there quite a few times. It's a very fun place to be. I would give it a 9 out of 10. So behind me is the Maryville Esports Garage. Maryville Esports is the #1 esports program in the nation, and they have their own garage because they're really good. So congratulations for them. I wish I also had my own garage on campus, so I think I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay. So behind me is the 3D art studio, and I've been in there a couple times, and in there you can do pottery and jewelry making and painting, and I think it's pretty cool. It's a good little art space, so I give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, and now we are here at what I've just been informed are the Quiet Hours apartments. This, I've never been inside, so I don't know, but I would rate it 8 out of 10. And over here we have the public safety office. This is where you can get parking passes, and if you have emergencies, I think you can come here. I don't know. Thankfully, I've never had to do that, knock on wood. And behind that, we have Booter Commons, which is where some club events are held, some club meetings are held, where sometimes classes are held. It's a fun place. I've only been in it like twice. So I'm gonna rate this building a 10 out of 10 because safety is key. Behind me is Walker Hall, it's the nicest academic hall on campus.
things about Walker. The classrooms are really big and nice, but the stairs are really steep and I don't like to walk up them. So I think I'm gonna rate Walker a 7 out of 10.
And here we have 3 of our academic halls. Over here to my left, we have Reed Hall. Behind me, we have Anheuser-Busch Hall, most commonly known as ABH. And to the right, we have Kernighan. This is where majority of your classes are going to take place. There are 3 different buildings connected by the amazing ABH. And so it's really nice when it's cold out to be able to make shortcuts within the building. These are good places. They're super fun, but I have had a spider land in my hair once and encountered a spider almost landing in another person's hair in both Reed and Kernighan. So I would rate it on a normal day, 8 out of 10. On those days, 0 out of 10. But I really like ABH. It's really, really pretty. And if you go up to the top floor, the one really big classroom, you can't see it, is super nice. So I give that a 10 out of 10. And now we're inside of Gander, where Makenna and I spend almost all of our Tuesdays and Thursdays. The food is mediocre at best. We would rate that 7 out of 10 on a good day. But the vibe and the ambiance and the memories made here are 12 out of 10. This actually is my favorite place on campus. And I would give you a tour of the inside, but there are so many people here that I think I might start crying. So we're gonna go now.
Okay,
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's episode.
make sure to watch the next episode to actually hear from your favorite clubs about Maryville events.
Well, you guys can go through.
You guys can go through, you're fine. You guys can go through, you're fine.
Sorry. Please follow us on Instagram at What's Happening. What's happening with you? And follow Paw Print's Instagram at Maryville Paw Print. And don't forget to check out Paw Print's blog at maryvillepawprint.com.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And that's what's happening, MU.
Hello.
Okay, so
What do you have to say? Oh no, he left. Dun 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 dun. What's happening?